And I'm back with another one. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Daz, and this my journal. And yeah, if you new here, like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with me for a while, I appreciate you. And I'm back, you heard? For good this time too. We ain't talking about semen retention this time. I want to talk about the power of saying no. The power of saying no. Not to just people. Say no to habits, things, places, foods, anything that don't feel good or align with you. I want to start it off by saying I used to be a yes man. I mean, you ever seen the movie Yes Man? That used to be me, where he couldn't say no. I think it was Jim Carrey. He couldn't say no. That was me. I used to say yes to everything, knowing that in the long run it was either hurting me or draining my energy. And I realized where that comes from. Saying yes to every and anything, it comes from a sort of attachment. When you feel like you gotta do things for other people, or you feel like you need people to be close to you or to like you in order to get certain things done, that's when you become a yes man. And I could tell you from experience, because I used to be the type of person where people would ask me to go to a party and I don't feel like going, but I'll say, all right, I'm gonna go. Just because I don't want to disappoint my friend or disappoint whoever I'm going with. Somebody asked me for something, I barely had it or whatever. I'd be like, you know what, here, you got it. Knowing that I don't want to do it. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes when I have money or I barely have the money and somebody would ask me something, I would still do it for them, because I'd be like, I feel it in my heart to do it for them. But a lot of times when I didn't feel it in my heart, like I didn't need to do something, and I just did it because I was looking for the approval of the next person, it always hurt me in the long run. It always hurt me in the long run, made me feel like my energy was drained. And I had to learn that there's a power in saying no. There's a power in saying the word no. Once I started learning how to say no, life got 1,000 times better. Everybody will write you off. Let me tell you this, the first thing. Once you start saying no to people and you start doing what's right for you, people are going to start to write you off and say, oh, he's crazy, he's wild, and I don't know what got into him. He changed as a person. Yes, I changed. Why? Because you felt like my yes, you was obligated to my yes. And that's another thing. People will feel obligated to your yes. To the point where if you say no, it feel like what? It'll feel devastating. And I had to learn that. There's a power in saying no, like, nah, I'm not doing that. No, I don't feel comfortable with that. No, I do not want to eat that food. No, I do not want to hang out with you over here. No, I do not want to smoke that weed. No, I do not want to drink with you. People will look at you like, what? He changing, like, and then people are afraid to change, afraid of change. That's why I encourage everybody to learn the power of no. Learn the power of no, because once you start saying no, you start to realize that a lot of people that was around you was only around you because they loved your yes. They loved your yes. Let me say that one more time. They loved your yes. What I mean by that is they knew you was reliable to say yes in any and every single situation. So they knew that they can, it's like sort of a control thing. I wouldn't say full control of you, but they know that they can control your answer. And they know that they can get anything from you. And that's a form of like control, manipulation, whatever, however you want to see it. So I learned like the right people don't mind me saying no. The right people don't mind me saying no. The right people actually probably encourage me saying no, because they know that now I'm a person of my own understanding, and I know that what I don't like, you might like what I don't like, and I'm not gonna involve myself in that aspect of our relationship. Like, if we cool and you say, yo, I like to go party and I don't, I'm not gonna go partying with you. But if you like making music or you like doing certain things that I like, we could get along in that way. So I learned that, like, when you start to say no to people, you start to see which relationships was one-sided. Because a lot of times the people that you was yes man for wouldn't do half the things you do for them for you. They wouldn't do half of the things you do for them for you. So that's why I had to learn. That's one thing I learned from the power of saying no. Like, a lot of my relationships was one-sided. What I mean by that is they would take, and when it's their time to give, they would tell me no. And then like, that's when people feelings explode. It's like, what? What? And that's how I used to react. I used to react in that way, like, what? I used to tell you I do everything for you, but then I realized, like, oh shit. It's not up to them for me to keep saying yes. It's up to me to say no. To reserve my energy. To hold back myself and be like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I don't care how you feel. If you don't fuck with me, so be it. I'll detach from that. Because I'll live. We gonna all live. If somebody don't like you, or if somebody don't accept you for who you are, you're still going to live. You're still going to live. Learn to connect with everybody, but don't attach yourself to nobody. Don't attach yourself to anybody to the point where you feel like, oh, I gotta say yes, because if I say no, this relationship is gonna... Nah. Learn what suits you. It's another thing too. When you learn how to say no, you learn to say yes to the right things. Like, if you got a goal of doing something in the near future, you got to start saying yes to everything that aligns with that goal. And say no to everything that don't align with the goal. Once you start saying no to the certain things that don't align with your goal, and you start saying yes to everything that aligns with your goal, you start to realize, like, oh shit, I was holding myself back this whole time. It wasn't nobody else. It was no one else holding me back but me. And once I understood that, like, just the power of, like, aligning myself with what I want and what I want to do, and creating that identity of saying no, creating that identity of saying yes to the right things, life changed. Of course, you're going to lose a lot of friends. You're going to lose a lot of friends. You're going to lose a lot of people that you thought was in your corner. You're going to lose a lot. You're going to just lose a lot. But then when you realize that solitude is one of the best things in the world, solitude is actually a gift. I realized that. Solitude is a gift because a lot of time people find themselves by themselves. You can't have somebody help you find yourself. And that's what the power of no will bring you to understand. Like, I gotta do this. This is not for you, it's for me. Not for you, it's for me. And that's why I'm here telling you the power of the no. So with all that being said, I'm gonna go back. Like, don't be a yes man. Don't be a yes man. Learn when you extending your hand. And then once you learn that, you're going to pull your hand back. And once you pull your hand back, you're going to start keeping a lot more energy to do the things that you want to do. Once you start telling people no, you're going to realize that a lot of them wasn't your friend. They was there because of the benefit of you. They wasn't your friend. They was there for the benefit of what you can do for them. And they know that you always going to say yes. They know that. You get what I'm saying? So, and the last thing is, when you say no to the wrong things and say yes to the right things, life begins to start evolving for you, changing for you rapidly. You're gonna lose people, but you're gonna gain so much more. So with all that being said, it's your boy Daz. I gave you some game on The power of saying no. The power of the word no. So go out there and go tell somebody no today. Word. Whatever that I don't align with you. It don't even have to be a person. It could be a thing. It could be a habit. It could be, just something that don't feel right to you. Tell it no. Go tell something no today. And watch how much better you feel. It's your boy Daz and I'm out of here. Peace.